Hey, this is Chuck, and you are listening to Fans with Bands, the podcast where we talk to the fans and the bands they dig about life, music, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Today on Fans with Bands, we're talking to Cosmic Sands. Check it out. All right. Hey, this is Chuck with Fans with Bands, and I'm talking to Jeremy, Steven, Chris, and Alan from Cosmic Sands. How you guys doing?
Good.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Doing great.
Excellent. And we've got some fans. We've got Paul,
Stoked.
Hannah, Kenny G, the award-winning soprano saxophonist, and Jay Witt's here. So it's awesome. How you guys doing?
That's damn
Awesome.
All right, cool, great. So Jeremy, I've met through Distilled Tongues, and then I think around that same time, either Sean or might have been Mike said, "Hey, Jeremy also plays guitar in this other band, sings." I'm like, "Oh wow!" So I checked out Cosmic Sands. I'm like, "Holy shit, this is awesome! I love your guys' music," and I was trying to think of like if I was going to tell somebody about it, and so I wanted to run it past you guys and see what you think. So I was thinking of like bands like the Toadies, Screaming Trees, a little bit of Local H maybe, elements of Queens of the Stone Age, and a little bit of the Foo Fighters.
I feel like that's pretty accurate.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Does that feel close?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I know that we all like Queens, and we all definitely love the Foo Fighters.
Excellent.
Those are the only two bands I know.
Describing it. Yeah.
If you haven't listened, you guys know who the Toadies are, don't you?
I've listened to them recently, but just because of it's something that Sean showed me.
Well, I think he was showing you Toad.
No, but he was showing me the Toadies.
Toadies too? Oh, okay. All right, cool. So that was my thoughts of what you guys, your music style is. What would each of you say Cosmic Sands sounds like or represents musically?
I just always say, like, every time I'm just like, we're just kind of like alt rock. Like, kind of what you said. I almost always say Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters-esque, like Weezer-esque at times.
Oh yeah, Weezer. That's another good one.
I think
a lot of
every time
guitars.
I have to explain like what we sound like. It's just somebody who's like twice my age, and it's like, yeah, have you ever heard of the Foo Fighters? Have you ever heard of Weezer? Like these songs on the radio, and it's like, yeah, we're kind of like them, but like made in a basement.
Like Jimmy Eat World, kind of, because we sing a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we do sing. Yeah, that's cool.
Do we do sing?
Honestly, me, I have no idea. I just go with the flow and whatever comes out. It's there.
Chris thinks we're in Metallica.
No, I do not.
Nobody's cued him
Any
yet.
other week, depending on how he's feeling. He could bust out Enter Sandman at any time, top to bottom.
Nice. Awesome. So you guys have a new album. It's As Well, which I thought was awesome. One of my favorite tracks on there is oh shit, I'm blanking out, but I made notes. Hold on. Promise to Keep, and then the other one is No One. I was wondering, what are each of your favorite songs and why? Let's start with Chris.
Oh, me. You know what? Obviously, those are like the two singles that we released. It's a tie. So it's either No One Nowhere or Room to Bloom. No One Nowhere is the first song we had Steve sing on like completely. So I think that was really cool and opened the door for Steve to sing a little bit more. And I like Room to Bloom a lot because it's very poppy, and like I felt like maybe we could get like a Beach Boys kind of thing going a little bit. But I love all types of stuff, but those are my two favorite for sure.
What's interesting, and those are my two favorites as well, the ones that Chris just mentioned, and they're both quarantine songs. So I wrote No One by myself in my basement during quarantine with nothing else to do, and then Alan wrote Room to Bloom.
Oh, cool.
By himself in his basement, assuming was it in the basement, or did you write that upstairs, Al?
Room to Bloom.
Yeah.
the poppy one. I think it was wasn't Room to Bloom, was it?
No, so that's Thunder Rat. That's what you.
No.
you would know it as. That'd be
Oh, gotcha. I'm already ruining this.
Yeah.
Well, then
That's
it was
okay.
written in the
Well,
basement.
it's funny because
it was in the basement
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. I wrote that in the basement.
it's confusing because of the play names, and it's like every band knows it. You
Yeah.
have play names for all your songs, and you're like, okay, am I talking about this song / this song, or am I talking? Yeah. So,
And
but
we
yeah.
know them by the play names more than we know them by the real names.
for
Oh,
dead
man,
serious.
I'm like,
But
Oh,
yeah,
I forgot because like that's always like that feels like a record vibe. It feels like this flows. Okay, these will be the names. But then like nobody's gonna ever understand like how like I said that one's called Thunder Rat. Like that doesn't make any sense. Silly we could put on it. We'll remember it next time we want to play it.
I think I know the names of like 2 of our songs we've ever written, and we've been playing together since what, 2010?
Yeah, 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's awesome. So, Alan, how about you? What are your favorite songs?
yeah. I like Room to Bloom a lot because I think it's just like really upbeat. It's just like quick and it's over. And then Promise to Keep, probably. It's just super fun. It's got like a fun feel to it. I kind of want to pick them all, because and I almost want to say that too, because we shaved them down. We had more songs than this. It was going to be more, and we did kind of pick the best. But those 2 are pretty strong to me.
Yeah.
But there were more. So
That's good. It's good to have some in the hopper.
Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah,
Always.
I feel like there's some that have been back there for like what 10 years. You're just every once in a while you're like, I think I know how I want to use this stupid riff now. Like never fit anywhere.
So, Jeremy, what are your picks?
Mine would be No One Nowhere because the first summer we were painting the house, Steve had sent that, and like me and Chris while we were painting the house, we couldn't stop singing it the whole time. We were like, we have to put out this song.
Yeah.
We 100% have to do it for real. And honestly, probably Tomb is like one of my favorites. It's like, I don't know, the end gives me just like really big Weezer vibes, and that was something that I was like super into when we were writing that.
Cool.
That was the first Cosmic song we wrote.
Yep, the very first.
Oh, seriously? So that's a good segue. So, like, it sounds like you guys have been together for a while. Like, how did the band come to be?
Oh boy, you know what's funny? As I was thinking all day about that question because I knew it would come up. It's a long story. I mean, Jeremy and I, we've known each other for 22 years.
Yeah.
So the origin of like the bands, I guess, would start with Jeremy and I just jamming in the garage. I was, I don't know, 12. Jeremy, you were like 15 or 16.
Yeah, you were like 13. 16. Yeah. And then I mean, we played forever. We would just sit and learn as many covers as we could. Basically, whatever we could do to make our dads think we were cool.
Which would be a bunch of Kid Rock covers.
Did they think you were cool?
No.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's something about when kids are playing that. I don't think they necessarily. Your parents necessarily go, "Oh yeah, you're fucking awesome." I mean, maybe Billy String's dad did, but that's it.
Yeah, that's the only guy ever. My dad was like, "Get down." It still sucks.
Yeah. So I mean, Jeremy and I started jamming years ago. So and then Steve, Alan, and I, we all went to school together. So I knew Jeremy. So I think one of our early bands, we needed a bass player, and I had Alan in a class, and Alan was in the music, and he mainly played drums at the time. So I told him, we needed a bass player, and he was a fan of our old band back in the day. So Alan got along really like from the jump. So, and we knew Steve in high school. Actually, we knew Steve since elementary school?
Yeah, we went to elementary school together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Somebody else want to say something?
No, I mean, yeah. So the names of these bands, we had Our False Heroes, which was Chris, Jeremy, and Alan. Then we joined a band. I joined a band and became Living Like Ghosts from that. And Alan and I went off, did another thing for a while. Chris did another thing for a bit, and then once we all decided, hey, we're old and we want to write music more, play more music, and do it kind of as a just like a hobby, right?
Right.
We formed Cosmic Sands, and that was probably 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was
Maybe before
earlier.
that.
Look at your
Before that.
Instagram. You have an Instagram post.
Look
for
at your
Tune, Jeremy.
Instagram.
Yeah, it's from like
Oh, I think it's
2013.
something like 2013, I
Wow.
think.
Yeah, I think it's 2013.
Well, it took us like 4 years to put out a record. And then 2020 happened, which obviously just like time doesn't exist during that.
Right.
Now we're on our second record, and we're kind of in overdrive, looking to put out another EP here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. And wow, what was I going to say? Oh, so the second album, you've got some more stuff coming out, but had you guys been playing out before, like live, or is that more of a new thing for you guys?
It's more of like a new thing. I think we stopped just because of like the whole COVID thing. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Before that, I mean, we all just have so much going on. Like, and me at one time, I was in like 3 bands, and it makes it hard to gig. But I mean, these guys I've played with the longest. This is my baby.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much like we're super busy. It's just like it's like a push and pull thing. It's like, hey, we're gonna work on writing songs, and then we're gonna record. And I feel like we're bad multitaskers, where it's like we're either 100% writing or 100% working on a record, or like playing like 3 shows and like doing everything we can around those shows. So playing out is kind of new for this group, but we all want to, we all like it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's good because I missed both the shows that were not too long ago. So I'm hoping that there'll be more.
Oh, there'll definitely be more for sure.
Yeah, we certainly hope.
Yeah.
That kind of like is the itch we want to scratch. Kind of the most.
Excellent. So something I like to ask, just to get a feel for where you guys are at is, what was the very first album that you ever bought? Chris?
It is Eiffel 65.
Oh.
When Blue Dabba Dee came out, I bought that album. And what's funny is I think I was 10, 11, 12. No, that was like 12. It came out when I was in 6th grade. And like, it's so funny when I met Jeremy knew that album, and he's the only one that knew all these songs that I only knew at the time. And I thought it was so cool. But yeah, Eiffel 65. Yeah, there's more hits on that album than that one.
Awesome. Alan, how about you?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and probably the first one that I actually just went in a store and bought it was either Sum 41, All a Killer No Filler, or it was Blink 182, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Just like the first one that I bought that wasn't like given to me.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Steven, how about you?
Oh man. So I was at I want to say Best Buy with my parents, and I walked up with Nirvana Greatest Hits, and my mom looked at the back of it and she's like, "You're not buying this. Like, there's no way, you can't have their Nirvana record." So she's like, "You can get 2 others, but they can't have parental advisory on them." So I came back and I bought POD and the Shrek soundtrack. And that's all I listened to for a long time.
Awesome. The Shrek soundtrack, that would be fantastic.
It's a banger, guys. Like,
Yeah.
Was it all Smash Mouth?
No.
I mean, there is Smash Mouth, but
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Oh man. And Jeremy, how about you? I can't remember what you said before.
My first that I think I like, well, now that Al said, like, went in and bought a record, I can't even remember the exact name. I think it's 311 like Sound System or something like that.
All right.
Yeah, it's something that came out that I was super into that.
Awesome.
Super 311.
Awesome. So Paul, how about you? What was your first album?
I believe it was Blink 182 Dude Ranch.
Nice.
That
Very
was
nice.
my first one. I got it with my own money.
Excellent.
I was just listening to that album on the way home from work.
It was such a different drummer. He was great.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Kenny G, do you have a favorite album or first album? Kenny, you there? Oh, Kenny's silent. How about Hannah?
Better, he said, Better Life,
Oh.
Three Doors Down.
Oh, very cool.
Okay.
There we go. Three Doors Down. Awesome.
Changed my
I
life.
think I think my
I bought-
first purchase was In Sync.
Oh, all right. Excellent. Jay Witt, how about you? Oh, no Jay Witt. Oh, there he is.
Uh-oh.
Probably 3 Days Grace, first album. All right. Very nice.
All right.
Yeah. You guys are all in about the same time frames. And Gregory, how about you, man? Oh, Greg.
I wish it made like little keyboard sounds. If
Yeah.
people-
If they were typing up.
You can make them. You just got to do it with your mouth because
Yeah,
it'll
just-
audio cancel if you don't.
with my luck, I'll touch something and then I'll shut down the whole chat.
Oh man. So if you guys I'm gonna hold that.
Slipknot, Iowa.
question. Oh,
What do you
all
say?
right.
Slipknot, Iowa, and
Oh,
System
man,
of a
he's
Down.
got a
System of
song.
Down Toxicity. Oh,
Those are
very
good.
nice.
Too
Yeah,
great. Too great. Wow. What
yeah.
right out
Yeah.
the
Holy crap. I mean, yeah, that's like heavy, crazy shit to be, for first albums. Oh my God. I remember when
He was
Toxicity came
7.
out. That was great. Yeah, 7. He's just raging around the living room. Ah. Awesome.
still love Toxicity till this day.
Yeah.
Every song. So
Yep. Yeah. That album, it was like, what in the hell? Who are these dudes?
yeah.
And then I saw him. Can't remember if it was Ozfest or what the fuck it was. It was at Pine Knob. But yeah, that was crazy. They were good.
We love
Slip-
System of a Down.
Slipknot was scary. That was the only time I ever felt like in danger in a pit.
Same. I was front row. I was 15 when I saw them. The craziest show. My brother, he's like 4 years older and a lot bigger than me. We were up front, dude. I got squashed. I thought I was going to die. 30 seconds in, I had to leave. I had to get out.
So
It was
did
too
they.
much.
That's exactly when I was being lifted off my feet. There were so many people, and I was losing my feet. I'm like, if I fucking fall down, I'm gonna be killed. So I got the fuck out of there. I'm like,
Oh,
no
it was
way.
awful. I mean, they were great, but like up
Yeah.
front, I was just, oh man, awful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the only time in the pit.
Sounds
I've ever been
terrifying.
afraid. Yeah, that was crazy.
Felt like that during a Rancid concert. That's because somebody got dropped on my head though.
Oh,
it wasn't the crowd, it was just pure weight
yeah.
on my
Well,
head.
yeah, and then you're worried about like a broken neck or something. It's like, oh Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, no, not here, please.
Rancid was great, yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's go into that. What was your? I usually ask what your first concert was, but how about your favorite concert? And if I know it's hard to do one, so maybe you can throw out 2. Jeremy.
Okay. Wow. That's a really, really hard one. Seen a lot of really, really good ones. If I had to rank, honestly, probably the best. I'll just say what sticks out to me is like performance. The best performance I've ever seen in my life was actually at the Modern Exchange. Let Live.
Really?
Let Live played the Modern Exchange. That ended up being Fever 333 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah.
But Let Live, yeah, the dude from Let Live, Jason Butler. I'd never seen anybody perform like that in my life and sound that good. I was like, how is he moving so much and sounds like he's standing still?
Awesome.
do you remember when we took
I
him to
was at
Coney
that
Island?
show, and we talked at the same time. But I was at that show, and it was crazy.
Insane.
And Chris, you said you took him to.
Yeah, we
Taco?
took him to. I think we took him to a Coney Island after that show, right?
Good. Yeah. We took
Yeah,
him to-
and just like that dude who was crazy as hell was, the very calm, cool, and
Yeah.
collected guy at Leo's. Was it Leo's?
Nice.
He ate like 7 chili dogs, though.
Excellent. So, Steven, how about you? What was your favorite concerts or concert?
Honestly, the one that sticks out to me, System of a Down. I was there to see the Deftones. It was at Pine Knob.
Oh, nice.
And like Deftones were, of course, amazing. I'm like, whatever, System of a Down, it'll be nostalgic, and they blew me away. Like just the way that they sound, is crazy. The other one, I was in California, not California, Colorado, kind of the same thing, but not even close. And I just wanted to see a show at Red Rock, so I just bought tickets to whatever was on a Friday, like completely went in blind. And it was I'm like, oh, it's an EDM band, which I'm not really into electronic music, whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna check it out. Tickets weren't expensive. The band was big, gigantic, and they blew me away.
Really? Wow.
The show's in 3D, so you got your 3D glasses, all this crazy video stuff happening. Everybody's high out of their minds. But then there's just like a sax player and a drummer and a whole horn section, and people are, I don't know, it was totally unexpected in a cool environment, and I would see him again any day.
Awesome. That's super cool when you go to like just a random show and you're like blown away by the band. I've always wanted to go to Red Rocks too, and that's a great idea. Just
it's
to
beautiful,
buy tickets
yeah.
and go.
Just whatever's there, just because I don't know, bad shows I don't think get booked there because it's too big a place. So
Right.
it's bound to be something good.
Yeah. Chris.
It's got to be Every Time I Die. I think Alan, were you at that was the same show, right? Where we all went back in 2000.
It could be a couple of different times of seeing
So-
them, but yeah.
So anyways, I was
Yeah,
really into
probably.
Under Oath. I was really into Under Oath at the time. And it was Under Oath, Every Time I Die, Poison the Well, and Maylene and the Sons of Disaster. And I've never heard of Every Time I Die at the time. And I was just like, what in the fuck is going on, dude? Like, I think they came out with the Big Dirty at the time, and they were the first band where I went out to just like buy them because I saw them live. And they are so unreal.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
They were an amazing live band. I will say, yeah, if I had to pick a second, it'd probably be them too.
Nice.
It's funny because I was kind of going to share the same story because we were at the Fillmore and we were like really big, like Under Oath fans at the time. It was probably like 2009 at the time. And, you know, Every Time I Die played right before them. I'm like, show's over. Let's go home. Like,
Straight up.
like that's just how it felt. I had never seen them before and they became like my favorite band to go watch. I saw them like 10 more times.
Oh shit. Awesome. Crazy. So
So
and that was yours as well, Alan. That your number one.
honestly, just as far as like a raw impact on me, yeah, that show was awesome.
Awesome. Very cool.
Hmm.
Paul, how about you? What was your favorite concert?
Protest.
Protest the Hero?
Yeah, at the Majestic or Magic Stick, whatever that one is. That was just amazing. That was the first time that I really just had, just shred, just straight into your face. And I had a chance to go. I was overseas for a couple of years and got to see him in Karlsruhe too, in
cool.
Germany, and that was got to hang out with him a little bit. But that was just transformative for me. And watching Luke play and all the tapping and shit, it was really cool. So
Nice.
that's probably my favorite show.
Awesome. Let's see. Kenny G, how about you, man? Type away, buddy.
What I kind of think is cool, like everybody mentioned like a maniac band, like Protest the Hero. They're crazy, and their front man is absolutely maniacal. Same thing, System of a Down. They're the same vein.
Yeah.
Every Time I Die. I don't know. Maybe I says something about us.
Mhm.
Hey guys.
How about Gregory? How about you? You guys can just throw your thing into the
Hello.
chat, and I can throw in.
I think we got Kenny. Kenny was
Kenny?
coming live, I think.
Oh, Kenny, can you hear us?
Hello, test.
Oh, there you are,
Gotcha.
Kenny.
Oh, hey.
So, Kenny, what was your favorite concert?
At the Norva in Norfolk, Virginia, I saw Periphery and Animals as Leaders.
Oh,
That was the most amazing show I've ever seen.
yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
I love Animals as Leaders.
Yeah, it's almost as a guitar player, you go to shows like that and you feel inspired, but then you also feel like, fuck, I'm never gonna.
Yeah.
It's like that's never gonna ever happen. But you're inspired by it. You're like, oh fuck, maybe if I practice a little bit more of that downward pick slanting and study the, the whatever the fucking code is to fucking play that fast and accurate.
I feel that way though.
15 more minutes.
I know there's like a million guys out there that see stuff like that and they're like, oh, like it makes me not want to play. I've never really like understood that, because when I see that stuff, I'm like, kind of makes me want to play more, because I'm like, all right, I want to be like closer to that at least.
Yeah. Like when I saw Earthless, Isaiah Mitchell, that fucking guy, it blew me away. That dude and who's the other guy that I was just astounded by? Oh, Michael Hedges. I don't know if you guys have listened to him at all. That guy is just insane, and he builds his own guitars. So
Oh, see, that's so cool.
uh,
Like your setup's good every time.
yeah. Let's see. Anybody else? Oh, your best friend at Bloodfest. Oh, that's what Gregory's was.
Yeah, I don't know if
They
you
were
ever
good.
got them from around here. They were your best friend. They were amazing. They were for a long time. They held that top like best band I had ever seen, and they were just from Saginaw.
Really?
Yeah, they're just a bunch of Saginaw guys, and they were just the best performers I've ever seen. Still, probably maybe not
Saginaw.
like my favorite band, but like people, they were a musician's band. If you were a musician and you watched them perform and play and
Yeah.
heard their 3-part harmonies while they're like riffing, throwing the guitar behind them and playing piano, like it's that stuff where you're just like, all right, well, I thought I was really good at what I do, and I just realized I'm not. Drawing board. Let's try harder.
Gregory also said that Hanson, when he was 6, was awesome. And then
I've seen Hanson before, and yeah, that's real. Like I saw them not even that long ago, maybe like 6 years.
really,
Yeah, Al, you're into Hanson too.
Yeah, I used to like Hanson when I was like a wee lad. And
No,
then,
Alan, don't be
I just
modest.
have a respect for him. I don't like listen to Hanson. Ooh, the blue screen.
We just went and saw Hanson.
Yeah, I tagged along with him
Yeah,
and
I
his
don't go
girlfriend. We
see
went and saw Hanson.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
recently.
Yeah, I sure did.
let's see. Jay Witz is Silverstein, and Avenged Sevenfold, back with the Rev at Fillmore, and Muse at the Joe with Best Production, and he's throwing in Cosmic Sands, of course, or he or she. I'm sorry if it's she. And then honorable mention is Lordy, and Hannah threw in Linkin Park and POD and Hoobastank. I remember that band opened for them.
Oh yeah, I went to that show.
Who mistake?
Yeah.
Chris would be
Hoobastank.
there.
I'll never forget Hoobastank. We were at Denny's, and I think I was with all you guys. And
Denny's.
Hoobastank had a Hooburrito, and I did not order it, but that just sticks with you. It's like Hoobastank is
Order it, and
such a
it
good
was
band
awful.
name that a burrito is named after them.
I don't know why.
I still don't understand why. I'm like, what does Hoobastank have to do with Denny's? What are they? Did Denny's slide them a couple $100?
Right.
Don't sue me, Hoobastank.
I had no idea. This is new.
They
This
had
is
a
new
whole
information.
Yeah, they were like doing all kinds of weird stuff. They were like getting away from the Grand Slam, and they're just like, we need new marketing ideas.
Oh man. And they love the name, probably. The
Yeah.
Huber burrito. Oh,
Some executive was walking around in his penthouse saying, "Hooba, Hooba." That's fun to say. That's
Well,
fun.
they were probably playing to their audience, because everybody that goes to Denny's is like 3 a.m. They're all fucked up.
Yeah,
going
no,
to some
that's
show.
true.
So they
Mark-
probably had a lot of Hoobastank fans going, man, I wish I could get a burrito here.
God, I love late night rock. Wish I could have a burrito on my favorite breakfast spot.
Oh man. And so Isabella had Glass Animals in London. Holy shit. I went with a friend that loves them. I'm not a super avid listener, but I like them. But we were in fourth row and drunk out of our minds. It was so awesome.
That's 10 out of 10.
Yeah. That's perfect. That's a perfect show
Cheers.
right there.
Like,
So-
you can put your hand on the stage.
It is kind of fun. Or if you get to get on stage, do like some stage diving or something like that. Yeah, it's good. It's good times, man. So Fans with Bands isn't just about me asking questions, also for the fans. So fans, do you guys have any questions for the guys in Cosmic Sands? Anybody?
Did you guys really want a hard physics question?
Yes.
No.
No.
I don't know why Steve said that. I read that and I said, now everybody's gonna know what.
How do you know that it's me posting? I mean,
We're gonna talk about physics. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
So what do you guys do what's your process for songwriting? I feel like every band should tell us that.
Yes.
How do you guys write songs? Yeah. What's your formula, Al?
I'd say that somebody always brings something. Somebody, I mean, I'm sure you guys have the same deal where it's like somebody will bring a little piece or a riff or something, and maybe it'll just be a piece. Maybe they'll have like 2 or 3 parts. And for us, I think it always starts off with music. It's very rare that we like come up with vocals. Steve, I mean, I know some of the songs that like No One Nowhere Steve wrote on his own, and I don't know his whole process for that. But I know as a band, that's normally how somebody just brings something and we just kind of bounce off each other. And then maybe somebody will write a verse and we'll just kind of share the song back and forth until we're all not sure what it is.
I think a big part of it is we we have all the studio gear, right? Jeremy runs a recording studio. I have a bunch of equipment too. We have like, I don't know, way too much money worth of gear in the basement, all hooked up, ready to go. All we got to do is hit record. But every single time we write like half of a song and somebody throws down their phone on the floor and we just hit record and we track that. And then we listen to it over and over and over again until we hate it. And then we mix it up like next practice. And eventually that becomes a song. It's almost like brute forcing an idea into being an actual song every time.
That's awesome.
Sometimes it all just comes together though. Every great once in a while, just everything will be there.
If you have like one where we never re-record it and it's like, oh wow, this same version became like the song in the very end. That's when it's easy, it's good.
Yeah.
It is a bunch of different ideas though. It's not like one person's ideas and we're like, okay, I'll play that. Sometimes it's like that, but not really. We really do all kind of like contribute. We kind of all build on like something that somebody may have started with.
Yeah.
It's chaotic.
It's a team effort.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's chaotic.
Chaotic.
It's like it always comes out different.
That's why it comes out the way it does.
Yeah, I feel like as a writer, like when you have all the same source material and all the same things that influence you, like you're going to come out sounding like your influences, but you filter that through a few other people. And at the end of it, you're just like, oh, this doesn't sound like anybody. It just is something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cool.
what Steve said, we like another thing too is, I feel like we don't think, like, we don't really like think too hard about like the song at the time of writing. Like we'll do, verse, chorus, bridge, outro, whatever, record it. And then we'll come back to it another time because like, if you look at, we have, we share a file of songs and I don't know how many songs we got. And we'll just open up files and revisit stuff that we completely forgot about and be like, oh, dude, that's really cool. Like, because like we try not to, like, we'll go back to these songs and then we'll get really detailed with them. So,
Promise
like
to
even
Keep is an interesting example. Promise to Keep, we wrote as an intro, like to our set, like just to play live. And we would like open up with that. No vocals, no anything. We would just kind of like ride that riff. And then I think we did it so many times and we tried to turn it into a song, like just, I don't even know how many times. There's so many different like audio recordings we have of that. And then this last record is like finally something clicked and we wrote the rest of the thing.
Awesome.
So I think a lot of the record clicked, honestly. A lot of it came together very easy compared.
Well, even the last song, that was a demo off of my phone from like 2015, and we played it much slower. And then the day we recorded stuff, we said, "Hey, let's just add that."
Yeah, So the last song on
Do
the
the same
record
thing over
was-
and over.
Yeah, it was an old song, and we were like, maybe we'll do something with it. Like, I don't know if we'll actually turn this into a song or not, or if we'll just have like an interlude. So we just played it at the studio over and over and over again. And if you listen to the song, there's one thing happening the entire song. Like, there's just a constant part. So we just looped it, and we thought we looped it for way too long, and then we kind of took that and pieced it into something that was palatable, and it's on the record.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like, oh, what if we play the same thing the whole time? What if we just keep switching up the melody? What if we just keep adding like layers to make it interesting or things like that? And it really, like you said, it was supposed to be like a drum part that we were just supposed to kind of end the record playing the same part so many times that you hate us. At the end of it, we recorded it and we were like, damn, we kind of wish we would have made it a little bit longer.
So do you guys ever like you mentioned like having stuff from 2015 or whatever? Do you ever listen to something and go, how the fuck did we play that?
All the time.
Yeah.
Usually the first 20 minutes of practice are me noodling, trying to remember my own parts. Like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I
Hey,
don't
could you turn down while you do that?
yeah, and everybody's just staring at me. Please shut up. And I'm like, I can't hear it if it's any quieter.
I'll say Steve and I are actually pretty good about remembering stuff from years ago. Like Steve will play a riff and I'll be like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I got it.
Awesome. So Jeremy, you were talking about like influences and influencing sounds. So for each of you, like who was there a particular person, a musician or a band that was most influential in wanting you, motivating you to want to play music and be in a band? Let's start with Alan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of alluded to earlier. I bought that Blink 182 CD. I grew up listening to a lot of Blink 182. I started playing a lot of their songs and just mimicking them for some reason. And that got me just like playing other like punk tunes. I got into like ska tunes and just like wanting to be in bands just in that respect. I got into like learning like proper like music and stuff and all that too, but it really just kind of all started there. Like I just started learning those tunes. Somebody gave me like a stack of CDs. They're like, here's Buddha, Cheshire Cat, Dude Ranch. I don't want these anymore. I'm not cool. I'm like, okay. So, and then that's kind of where it all started for me, just like kind of being in a scrappy like rock band.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jeremy, how about you?
For me, honestly, for a long time, it was Alexis on Fire. They were just my favorite band. I loved everything that they did, and like they were always constantly innovative to me. And like every record they put out, they wouldn't sound stale. Like I feel like a lot of people they end up, in time you could tell they lose the magic. And I feel like there are very few bands, and that always inspired me. Like certain bands like them, for a long time is Thrice too. Bands that could just keep putting out like lots of material and staying fresh still.
Yeah.
Or Hot Water Music.
Show us your tat, Jer.
Oh yeah,
That's what
my
Hannah said.
Alexis on Fire tattoo.
All right.
Watch out.
Nice.
Yeah, like my favorite record for like the longest time. I was like, I want to play guitar like that.
Chris,
Makes it sound like a keyboard.
how about you?
Oh man. I mean, I'm kind of like with Alan. I love Blink. Blink's like one of my favorite bands, but I have an older brother and he started playing music obviously before me. So he was into like Limp Bizkit and Korn, and he got like the Family Values video VHS. So like I got introduced to the whole like aspect of like being in a band is cool. So like I was huge into Limp Bizkit too and Korn, and I thought that whole lifestyle, because my brother was trying to do a band thing, and I mean, I was into that. And then once I came into my own and listening to the stuff I wanted to, it was definitely Blink. Like Travis Barker is the shit, and like still is, and like just cool guy. I don't know. I mean, it was Limp Bizkit, Korn, and then transition into like Blink 182. And yeah, that definitely got me going for sure. So
Awesome. And Steve.
Yeah, definitely my dad. So my dad was in a band when he was like younger. And they were a badass like hair metal band, like sounds like Guns N' Roses and Van Halen and all that stuff. So
Nice.
he really, pushed me into music. I played trumpet all through high school. Supported me through a lot of all that when I decided to kind of, fuck off and go tour and drop out of college for a little bit. I eventually came back and did that, but they let me do that and let me kind of do my thing, live in a van for a while. So yeah, my dad bought my first guitar and really, pushed me into music.
Awesome. What do you remember what band he was in? Is it
It
this
was
area?
Striker, Rock with a Y.
Really? Nice.
Striker with a Y. And they would get back together like for like reunions every once in a while, and like they didn't sell it out, but they would play like the Emerald Theater. Like all these like
Really?
older people from like back in their high school days would come
Nice.
out and watch this old old rock band.
Nice. Very cool. Awesome. Yeah, I don't remember. You know what like time frame that was?
Oh, it was like, I don't know, a long time ago. Time frame ago. He was like 18, so like Taylor Center High School.
Oh shit. Okay.
Back when that even existed.
Nice. All right, cool. Let's see. Jay Witt had a question. Favorite venue you've played?
Oh man.
Ever?
Yeah, ever.
Oh,
Oh man. Token Lounge? No, I'm kidding.
I'll start it, and maybe you guys got the same idea. But the first time we ever toured as a group, Alan, you weren't there, but everybody else here was. We played this biker bar. I forget the name of it, but we showed up and we were touring with another. It was like us in a metal band, and the show,
Old Glory.
Old Glory, that was it.
Yeah, it's a tattoo shop.
I think the show the day before was terrible. So we're like kind of like our or maybe it was the day. Yeah, it was the Amish show before. So we were in an Amish town the day
Wait.
before.
We played to no one.
Nobody was there. It was our first
Have fun.
tour. Yep. So there was just the bar owners there and like maybe two regulars the day before. And we're all kind of like bummed out. And then the next day we show up and it's a biker bar and a tattoo shop. And we're like, what the hell is going on? Like this whole tour is going to be a nightmare, whatever. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're not going to make any money. And they showed up. Like
Awesome.
there was like 100 bikers in there. They didn't know us. We didn't know them. It was awkward at first. And then all of them were super into it. So
Awesome.
we're like, all nervous about this. And then everyone's like front row, just like rocking out, drinking. And it was a great time.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
So cool.
Anybody else have any favorites? We said Chris got the token.
No, I was totally kidding about the token. The token was like my first like real PA experience, but now looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I don't have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite?
I know it's crazy, but like the mom there.
You said the modern. You're breaking up, Chris. You're talking.
Yeah.
But Modern Exchange.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, yeah,
We
that's
played
where
this-
a lot of us like. I mean, my first show was at the Modern Exchange. I was playing drums with some random band in high school, but like that's where a lot of us like we really started playing out a lot and doing music a ton. Was Southgate Modern Exchange.
Southgate. See, I don't remember that venue at all. But
We played the last show there.
Oh, the Modern Exchange was
shut it
a
down.
super hub for music for us.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Just
Somebody-
as far as a meaningful venue, if it's just meaningful,
Yeah.
ultimate meaningful venue, it would be the Modern Exchange. But like favorite venues, I've got one sprinkled all over the place for sure. But it would be the Modern Exchange.
Alley
What's
in
up?
Virginia.
Cats in Richmond, Virginia was
That place closed a long time ago. Yeah.
that used to be my favorite venue for a long time, just because that was like I think the first time that we ever had a mix where I like heard everything on stage and I was singing and I could hear the harmonies, I could hear all the little guitars. I'm like, everything has room and I can hear it through this little speaker.
Somehow we played at this place in Richmond, Virginia, where I don't know how we're playing at this place because it's like where Under Oath was playing, where when they were coming through at the time. That's how I found out. I was like, I like Under Oath. Let me call where they're playing. We play at this place. The AC's out. It's like 115 degrees and nobody's
gosh.
there. And we
It
played
was
at like
so
5
hot.
o'clock in the afternoon. The place was empty. It was crazy,
Gross story.
and they're closed.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We sounded great.
We did. We had a video of it somewhere.
And, yeah.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh my god. No doors on any of the stalls in the bathrooms on that. That is
Oh yeah, that's like a
Oh,
hard
no,
sell.
it's
That's
too
how
hot
you
in
know it's
there.
good. It's welcoming.
at
Yeah.
least 100 degrees in that bathroom.
I'm gonna watch you shit.
Let's say I had a miserable experience there, but also
That place sounded amazing, though.
amazing. Amazing.
Like,
That's
very-
awesome.
Some if
so,
you
definitely cool thinking about the old venues, though.
Awesome.
all-time favorite.
And
That was
then
Chris slept on the street and just in the middle.
It was so hot. I slept outside on some random. I don't even know. I
This was like
I don't
a
even know.
Richmond, Virginia college town. And he's
awesome.
sleeping outside on the cement, no blanket, no nothing. People are walking past him, and he's just like curled up,
It was like 110 degrees outside.
not even phased.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh Lord.
I forgot all
We
about
have
that.
lived.
I will never forget about that. Opening that van door and be like, "Where's Chris? Why is he outside? This is not the best neighborhood to just be sleeping
Steve,
outside."
Steve, didn't you sleep on top of the van one night, or am I
Yeah,
imagining
in,
that?
in Georgia. I
Yeah,
slept on
okay,
top of the
that's-
van in Georgia. Yeah.
Different story. 113 degrees in the van.
We had flannel sheets.
Oh,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
oh my
we were not
god.
prepared. We were young bucks.
Oh my god. What a sweat box.
Oh
Those
yeah.
are the best stories, though.
That's awesome.
We need to get back out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the road.
Yeah. Like down in
Sorry.
Arizona when it's 120 degrees.
Sorry, house.
Yeah.
Pause my bills.
So any other fan questions? And while
I have
we're-
one.
Oh, go for it.
If you could pick a band member, living or dead, to play a show with, who would it be?
Nice.
Living or dead?
Ooh.
Anybody want to go first?
How about Kenny G?
So like, are they joining our band? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, they're gonna perform with you on a set.
Cool. Let me think about it.
Stevie Ray.
Oh,
It's Staley.
Stevie Ray, because he would just be able to riff over all of our stuff and make us feel like crap.
Hmm.
Anybody else?
I'm gonna
I
say
mean, I would
I'm
love
serious,
to.
dude. I love
Giannini
him.
is just gonna take his flugelhorn and just rip some jazz over us.
Who?
Yeah, I was thinking the same
Yeah,
thing. Kenny G.
that's what we're
just, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'd say Eddie Van Halen. Like I got into Van Halen like late, like mid 20s. I like listened to 1984 and 5150 nonstop for 6 months straight, and like
Oh, good.
never got to see him. Wish I could, but yep. Yeah, Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, he would be cool to have in the band. That'd be
I
awesome.
would try. I mean, I play with Mike, so
Yeah, that's close enough, right?
sometimes, man. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what you're doing. It's nuts. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it simple back here.
Let's see. Gregory's got a question. Any new material soon? So like how soon for the next batch of stuff? You just did one, but
But we're so bad at that.
so we have no idea.
No clue. We're working on stuff though. I mean, it's always like after we release some, we're like, all right, let's get ready for some gigs and let's be on to the next.
Yeah.
I
So
think our
yeah,
new
this. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. I think our new approach to that is we're gonna put out smaller batches of songs instead of like doing like a giant EP or I guess a giant or like a record or anything like that.
Right.
We want to put out more singles and just maybe like 2 or 3 songs at a time because I don't know, it's just better to consume that way and it's easier for us. I think it's easier for everybody. So
Right. I mean, if you're not like ripping physical material, you might as well, if you got it, it's ready.
exactly. Yeah, it's ready. Cool. We got a couple songs like almost ready to go. So
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you when.
Yeah.
I think sooner rather than like it's not gonna be like a year down the line like we usually do.
Just doing 3 songs.
Well, yeah,
Definitely
we
want to keep playing
mean,
out though too.
as well was supposed to be 10 songs, and we cut 3 of those, and we're gonna hopefully move those to the next EP or whatever we do.
Well, there you go.
We'll see.
They'll be ready to go soon.
Less than a year.
Less than a year. Okay, good. There we
Quoted.
go. There we go.
Quoted.
Yeah. It won't be like the finality, guys. I'm gonna bash on those dudes, because they've been talking about that an album it's their first album, but it's forever and a day. And so if they're listening, get it done.
Get it done.
Do the best you can, guys. It's hard out here.
What was the best Christmas gift you got this year?
Oh, I'll show you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Show
there
and
it
tell.
goes.
Oh boy. Alan, how about you?
Gosh, I can't even remember. What did I get?
He's about to tell it for everybody.
Yeah, I think Chris
Oh.
will have the answer.
Seriously? You got it on vinyl now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
just
Is
just
it
for the
on-
members though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Damn
just
it.
a small batch.
I know.
That's cruel to show. Cruel.
I know. Get right here on the
I
show.
don't even
Right
have mine
here.
yet. So
Oh man, that's awesome. So I'm curious about that. Like, how many did you like? How did you press just 5?
Yeah, so it's a lathe cut. So you could
Ah.
do small batches
Yeah.
for like that reason. But yeah, the
Yeah.
art looks really good and
Yeah.
it's cool. It's like a little collector's thing.
It is. It's super
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome.
I'm excited to hear it.
I'm sure it'll be awesome.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna guess that's everyone's favorite gift, or does anybody else have anything?
Mine's just the love that I get from you guys. Really.
Awesome.
Jeremy, you are a
That's the
gift.
best one.
Yeah. Oh
Aw.
yeah.
My
Well,
life
guys-
is like a Hallmark movie.
Let's see. Hannah said I was going to leave if they said anything else. Oh, so there you go. So cool.
Mhm.
Hannah's happy about that one.
We do.
Yeah. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for being on Fans with Bands. I've got 2 last questions. The first one is pineapple or no pineapple on pizza, Steven?
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Chris?
Pineapple.
Alan?
Pineapple.
Jeremy?
It's not my first choice, but I don't mind it being on there.
Oh, awesome. So, way to defer. Paul?
I'm a pet mush guy.
Paul, how about you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Let's go, Paul.
Jay Witt is no
I'm here
longer
for it.
Jay Witt is no longer a fan because of this. Kenny G says absolutely not. Let's see. Annalise, they're going to lose me if they say no pineapple. Oh, so she's definitely into the pineapple. And
Love
Gregory,
pineapple.
and after that, Jeremy and I aren't boys. So you've lost Greg, you've
Happens
lost
to
Jay
be all
Witt.
the time.
Hannah's 100% into pineapple. And we didn't hear from Eric. Eric's iPhone.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We'll never know.
we'll never know. Second question, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Jeremy.
Every single time.
Steven.
I've never seen it.
What?
What?
Are you
Wow.
serious?
Not kidding. For some reason, I've never seen it.
How the fuck can this be?
Watch it. It's
Wow.
next Christmas. Wait till next Christmas.
Yeah, wait, yeah. Don't do it now.
Yeah.
It is.
Ellen's, it is Chris.
Spoiler alert, it is. Yeah.
All right. Paul, what do you think?
Absolutely. It's a must see.
Nice.
It's a must see.
Let's see. What? Oh, Jay Witt's What the Fuck, guys. See, so and Gregory's never seen it either. This is
Yeah.
great.
Oh
We're just
man,
gonna have to get together, man. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to like cuddle up.
Yeah.
Die hard.
pajamas, Die Hard.
Well, let me tell you.
Testosterone moments.
Michael, watch it right now.
Yeah. Well, and add into the mix for holiday movies, Violent Night. That was
oh, I heard it was good.
it is fantastic.
I'll have to
Violent
put that
Night.
on right after this.
Yeah. You think it's gonna be like the stupid ass, like over the top, and it is. There's over to the top violence, but it's a really good story, and it's sort of
David
like
Harbour.
Home Alone and Die Hard mixed together with Santa Claus, who used to be a Nordic, like a Viking that had a hammer. So
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, that sounds silly. I love it.
it is awesome. Well, guys, thanks again for being on Fans with Bands. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate you, Chuck.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
problem.
much.
yeah. Looking forward to the new music and hopefully see you guys playing live. That'd be awesome.
Right on, man.
All right.
Bye.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Peace, guys.
Thanks to Jeremy, Stephen, Chris, Alan, Paul, Hannah, Kenny G, and Jay for joining me on this episode of Fans with Bands. It was great fun to talk to the guys in Cosmic Sands about how they came together in their music. The new album, called As Well, is out now. Dig old rock tunes that showcase powerful songwriting, great hooks, and a superb performance. You're going to want to go pick up a copy over on Bandcamp. Stay tuned to the Cosmic Sands Facebook page for the latest info. And see the show notes for all the details and links. These are tough times for everyone in the creative industries such as music. Your support of live streaming, purchasing music, and merchandise is critical. If you can help out your local artists, please do. If you are in the Michigan area, consider following the Pine the Detroit Area Pine Facebook page. It is a place for fans and bands to support each other and share our combined love of music. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get each and every episode of Fans of Bands. Spread the word by rating the show and leaving a